Yeah, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing checking back in with y'all, man. What's happening? JERMALL CHARLO versus DEMETRIUS ANDRADE is a fight that needs to happen next. I think even if it's not next, I think that's a fight that they need to be building up and gearing towards for either the next fight or the fight after this. I know JERMALL CHARLO is looking to probably get in there with Chris Eubank Jr., which I think that's a nice little scrap. You know, I think that's a fight that'll I don't know how much it'll teach JERMALL CHARLO. I don't know how much it'll get him ready for bigger fights like Andrade, like Triple G, or possibly a Canelo. If I don't think Triple G would ever fight JERMALL CHARLO, I just don't think that, you know, I think he's going to continue to avoid that matchup. I don't even see that. I don't think Triple G will fight Andrade or Charlo. You know, but I think the Eubank fight will be a nice little fight for him to just get in there and get some work, you know, and I think it's a good action-packed fight. DEMETRIUS ANDRADE, I'm not sure who he's looking to match up with. I would have loved to see him get in there with Billy Joe Saunders, but of course, Billy Joe Saunders popped dirty. You know, he wiggled his way out of that fight, you know what I'm saying, like he been doing most of the big fights. Billy Joe Saunders was afraid to fight Triple G. You know, he put out a comment one time where he said Triple G would whoop his ass and another fighter ass in the same night. You know, he was that afraid of Triple G. You know, he didn't. He say he want to fight Canelo, but I don't believe him. He wiggled out of the DEMETRIUS ANDRADE fight. So DEMETRIUS ANDRADE has been struggling to secure big fights. JERMALL CHARLO as well, you know. So, man, I look at it like this. I don't think Canelo Alvarez want anything to do with these two guys until he's forced to fight them. Canelo has never been in the ring with anybody like either one of these fighters. You know, he's never been in there with a in prime, undefeated, you know, guy with a pulse that believes he can win, believes he's the best, that got no fear, that got all the physical, the tangible and intangible tools to be competitive and probably win in that fight. You know, Canelo never fought anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Canelo only, unless you 35 and up or you've been knocked out before, Canelo don't want nothing to do with you. I mean, that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think these guys should say, man, the hell with Triple G, the hell with Canelo. JERMALL CHARLO and DEMETRIUS ANDRADE need to get on the phone and talk about this shit like men and say, look, bro, let's make this shit happen. Let's make this fight happen. We can make a big fight. We can build this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And two brothers, man, y'all can go get this money. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to this bread and let's make a big unification. You know what I'm saying? A skill versus skill, will versus will, talent versus talent. And let's see who the best. These are two great fighters, very skilled fighters, very talented fighters, and both undefeated, man. And I think, you know, they both got a lot to prove, you know what I'm saying? And on this level, on the elite level, you know, I just feel like this is a great fight, man. This is a great fight, and I would hate to see this be one of those fights that we all wish that we saw but never happened. It's a lot of business shit going on, but I really believe that aside from the business, it's a lot of ego shit going on with Andrade and Charlo, man. They need to go ahead and cut that bullshit out. Stop chasing Canelo. Stop chasing Triple G. These dudes obviously don't want nothing to do with you, bro. They don't want no smoke with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? These dudes don't want no smoke with you, bro. So why don't y'all get together and make this shit happen? You feel me? I think if y'all make the first fight happen, bro, if that shit is good as what I think it's gonna be, man, you can have a rematch. You know what I'm saying? And shit, possibly a third fight, man. This is a great fight, man. This is a great fight, and there's history there. Y'all been talking shit to each other since 154 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's been too much time that done passed. And this fight, we don't have no progress on this fight. DEMETRIUS ANDRADE, you know, he desperately needs a name on his resume, desperately needs a competitive match and a big fight. JERMALL CHARLO coming off of the biggest win in his career where he looked very impressive and dominant versus Sergey Deverenchenko. But man, it's time to unify. It's time to bring that middleweight division together. And I think these two guys might be the best two fighters in the division. Why don't y'all go ahead and get together, unify the titles, and then shit, if Canelo want to roach up off on you, because that's what he gonna do once shit. If he got the balls to step up and do that, you know, once shit get to a certain level to where, you know, Jermall wins or Demetrius Andrade wins, and, you know, the names have grown and the notoriety and the popularity have grown so much, and you see what Canelo going through with the zone. He got legal issues going on right now. You know what I'm saying? He got money issues going on right now. You know, he don't even know what network he gonna fight on his next fight. You know, so while he dealing with all that, y'all boys can be rising and bringing y'all, you know, level of notoriety and popularity to a whole new height. You dig what I'm saying? And he ain't gonna have no choice. Either he gonna have to get down and lay down. Either he gonna have to get down with the program and fight y'all and quit all this ducking and dodging and maneuvering and strategic, you know, picking and choosing and all that. Either he gonna have to get down with the program or he gonna have to get ran the fuck over. That's just how it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Either Canelo gonna have, once y'all get to that level, if y'all go ahead and make this fight happen, either he gonna have to come to the table and get down with the program and fight one of y'all, you know, or he gonna have to get left behind, because that's what's gonna happen. People tired of seeing Canelo in there with these Rocky Field hands, you know, and these Yildirims, you know, and these guys that we already know the outcome of the fight. We tired of seeing him fight old, washed up fighters and guys that already been knocked out. I don't care how many times. If you've been knocked out before, or if you upwards of 35 years old, you probably been in the ring with Canelo. You dig what I'm saying? So people tired of seeing that shit. Canelo ain't gonna have no choice but to get in the ring with y'all if y'all go ahead and make this shit happen and be the great fighters that we all know that y'all can be. You dig what I'm saying? So, like I said, look, stop chasing Canelo, stop chasing Triple G. These dudes don't want no smoke. Demetrius Andrade, JERMALL CHARLO, y'all need to go ahead and make this shit happen, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Do y'all think this fight is gonna happen? Do you think these guys is gonna put all that bullshit to the side and make it happen? And if it does get made, who y'all got in this fight? Do y'all actually want to see this fight, man? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Contender regime, boxing. I holler at y'all boys, man.